Hey there, if you're looking for a dog trainer right here in Oconomowoc, you are in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to make a really confident choice for you and your pup.
From a stroll around Lac La Belle to a busy day at the farmer's market, life in Oconomowoc is just, well, it's better with a well-trained dog, right? We'll help you pick a trainer who gets what it's like to live in this beautiful lakeside city.
All right, first things first, let's talk about why good training is so helpful specifically for life here in Oconomowoc. Because it's not just about sit and stay, it's about navigating our unique spots.
Just imagine it, strolling calmly down Wisconsin Avenue, or having your dog stay focused at Roosevelt Park, even with all the action going on. What about handling the crowds during summer festivals, or being polite to joggers on the glacial Drumlin Trail? A trainer who knows our area can prep your dog for these exact situations.
Okay, so we know what we're aiming for. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you evaluate a professional. What methods and qualifications should you actually be looking for?
So, one of the key things you're going to hear about is positive reinforcement. And for good reason. This is the modern, science-backed way to do things. It basically uses rewards, like treats or praise, to encourage the behaviors you want. It's humane, it's super effective, and honestly, it just builds a fantastic bond between you and your dog.
And when you're looking at a trainer's website, you might see a bunch of letters after their name. Don't just gloss over them. They're not just jargon. Things like CPDT-K or KPA-CTP, they're proof that a trainer has put in the work, passed exams, and is committed to professional, humane standards. It shows they've got a verified level of knowledge.
All right, let's move on to the practical side of things, what different programs look like, and of course, what you can expect to budget for training here in the Oconomowoc area. You'll see a few different options, and they each have their strengths. Think about what you need most. Are you working on general manners and getting your dog comfortable around other dogs? Group classes are awesome for that. But if you're trying to solve a specific issue at home, like jumping on guests or barking at the mail carrier, private lessons are probably your best bet. Why? Because you're tackling the problem right where it happens. So what about the cost? Here's a general breakdown of what you might see for different services in Oconomowoc and around Waukesha County. Having these ballpark figures is really helpful for planning your budget and figuring out which option makes the most sense for you.
Okay, beyond finding a trainer, it's also really helpful to know the local rules of the road, so to speak. This is all about being a good neighbor and setting your dog up for success. We'll also look at some great spots to go practice.
First up, a number to remember, 6 feet. That's the standard leash length you're required to use in all public spaces in Oconomowoc, whether you're downtown or on a trail. It's really for everyone's safety. And it's a good reason to maybe leave those long retractable leashes at home for city walks.
And a few other key rules to keep in mind. You know, the basics. Leashes are required everywhere except designated dog parks. Wisconsin law requires a current rabies vaccination. And, yep, excessive barking can be considered a public nuisance. Just following these simple rules helps make sure everyone can enjoy our beautiful community spaces safely. And here's the fun part. Where can you go to put all this new training into practice? Well, we've got some great local spots. Cherokee Park Dog Park is fantastic for practicing recall off-leash in a safe, fenced area. The Glacial Drumlin State Trail, perfect for working on leash skills with distractions like bikes and other people. And Roosevelt Park is ideal for teaching your dog to stay calm with all the activity from boats and swimmers.
All right, you've done your homework, you've found a few potential trainers, now it's time to actually talk to them. This is your consultation. So, let's go over the absolute essential questions you need to ask.
First and foremost, you have to ask, what training methods and equipment do you use? Their answer here is everything. You're listening for them to talk about that positive reward-based philosophy we mentioned. It should all be about making learning a good experience for your dog.
Next, ask them this. How will you customize the training for my dog and our Oconomowoc lifestyle? This is a great question because it shows if they've really thought about what it's like here. Are they going to help your dog handle the sight of boats on the lake or navigate a busy summer crowd downtown? You want a plan that's tailored to your actual life.
Also, ask them how you'll both measure your dog's progress. A real pro isn't just going to wing it. They should be able to lay out a clear plan with actual goals. You should know what success looks like and how you'll know it's time to move on to the next skill. Now, if your dog is dealing with some bigger issues, maybe fear, some anxiety, or reactivity, this next question is key. Ask them if they are willing to work with your veterinarian. Hearing a yes to this is a huge green flag. It shows they're a true professional who cares about your dog's overall well-being.
And finally, a simple but powerful question. What should I be practicing between our sessions? Because really, the training doesn't just happen for that 1 hour a week. Your work at home is what makes it all stick. A good trainer will give you clear, manageable homework to reinforce everything you're both learning.
So we wish you the very best of luck in finding that perfect training partner. Think about it. Enjoying a calm walk by the lake or grabbing a coffee downtown without any stress, that's the kind of confidence you get from great training. Having a well-behaved dog really lets you enjoy everything Oconomowoc has to offer, and it makes every single outing, whether it's a quick trip to the store or a family picnic in the park, a better experience for everyone.